What's the crack, lads, and welcome back to some eFootball 2024. We're back. We were at the dentist this morning, lads, and I got held up. The hair is dodgy. We need to get it cut. But yeah, a bit of bad news in the dentist, lads. I'm going to have to get 2 wisdom teeth out. It's not going to be good. So I don't know what I'm going to do, lads. That's a lot of pain. I got 2 out from the top before when I was a bit younger, but the bottom 2 now are causing a little bit of pressure. So we're going to have to get that fixed. But anyway, let's get cracking. We're back. We're not playing EAFC or 24 anymore. The career mode is on a standstill. We probably will go back to a bit of that. But we will continue to give EAFC a good proper try. But eFootball gameplay-wise is where it's at for me at the moment. And I'm hoping that this reset progression will kind of streamline the game a little bit, that they can just stop kind of focusing on those type of things then with the trainers and the cards. And it will just streamline that, you know, you'll have 50 players that you're using. And then if you want a road to glory, you can just buy whatever player you want. So yeah, welcome in everybody. We'll let the chat settle in. Hopefully you guys are in for a little bit of action. We're back on our main squad today, right? So this is our main squad that we're going to be using today just to retrain all the players. So this is going to be a stream pretty much of retraining players, talking through where I think the players are at the moment. And of course, my mother is ringing me, so give me 2 seconds. She must know I'm live. 2 seconds, lads. 2 seconds. Hello? All right, we're back. We're back. Yes, this is live. Of course it's live. I hope you had a good chat with the chair, lads. All right, we're back. We're back. All right, so as I was saying, this stream is pretty much going to be retraining everything. So this is currently my squad. This is my main, the horny squad is what I call it. I have 500 plus players, 551 players. We've got players from literally everything, man. Everything. Every single player that you see here is on my main squad. This is the players that we have. I think that this is going to change things when people realize. A lot of people haven't realized. Now, I have a video coming out as well in the next hour or two. So that'll hopefully, if you do miss the live stream or whatever, then you'll be able to just watch that video or whatever. Mike, no need to spam, bro. How to go to collection notifications box? You basically press start or the options button on your pad. No need to spam, bro. I'll see your message. So yeah, I think what's going to happen, man, is like people at the moment, right, are going to be facing 2 problems. The first problem is going to be obviously the retraining. We will do the survey as well. We'll go through that survey. The first problem is going to be this allocation reset. So as of right now, right, very, very simply, just to go through this, I have a video come on this as well, coming out later. But very simply, if you go in here and you want to retrain any player that you have, right, any player that you want, you can literally reset this player as many times as you possibly want up until tomorrow, okay? So you can do any of this here, and you could do any of these. Bronze, we don't really need to look at the boosted stats today, man. It's more for just if you guys have questions as to like how you would train certain players. I've been promising this stream for a while where people can, you know, any questions that they have or any builds that they have, because the gameplay has changed quite a lot, lads, right? And I'll tell you the things that I've noticed and where I'm getting a bit of joy out of it, and from talking to different people and kind of like putting things by them and stuff. But yeah, this tonight here is going to essentially be, you know, like from the 29th on, right? Or the 20, like from tomorrow, when the maintenance kicks on tomorrow at 10 a.m., this is not going to be 0 anymore. So I can reset him. I can reset Messi. I can train him up here again. I can do whatever I want to do. You know, I can like go back in and I can say, right, let me see how a 99 pass rated Messi would go, or a 97 rated Messi would go. And I could train him and I can take him for a spin and take him for a few games. And if he doesn't work out for me, Mike, you basically press the options button, bro. You basically press the option buttons at the main screen to get into your inbox. I can test out, okay, well, how good would Messi be if he has 99 finishing, or 99 set piece, or whatever. And you can test them out, and you could do that for the last, since eFootball launched, really, and they brought this back in. But yeah, so there's a lot of people crazy. What's up, bro? So basically, there's a lot of testing that you could do. So what I used to do was, if I wasn't streaming, I wouldn't play games. But what I would do is, I would play against the AI on Legend difficulty, and test out different builds. And that's why then I was able to review players. So you're saying, right, Samuel Eto'o is out. His stats match up, his player ID match up. I've played with Lautaro Martinez. So how would I train him? You kind of have a bit of research done into it. So this, basically, you could just do this as many times as you want, man. And then you could just reset him as much as you want, right? Tomorrow, that is not going to be free anymore, right? Or tonight, depending on when you play it. That's not going to be free anymore. So, crazy. Nice, man. Nice. Congrats. Prometheus, I do not know the answer to that question. And if I do, I can't publicly say yet, unfortunately. No, I'm not going to spin for the new legends. The only legends I'm going to be spinning for is going to be collar, lads. I don't need any of the other players. I have every player that I possibly want on this profile. This is my main squad. I have everybody here. That I want. My biggest problem is going to be contracts, lads. The only time I'll spin again will be when collar comes, and I'm going to be clearing the agent for the king, lads. You know I'm going to need to get the king. So that's going to be something that we definitely will do. But let me just tweet out this here. There we go. So yeah, any questions you guys have about training players or anything like that, we'll try to get a bit of co-op in as well. If anyone is in the chat, if there's any members in the chat, if Lucas is there, I'm not too sure. But we will try and get a little bit of co-op in as well towards the end of the stream. Yeah, I'm going to be getting collar, man. I'm going to be getting collar. Zero, I mean, when you talk about best formations, bro, I have a lot of videos on that already. I mean, listen, this stream, lads, is for retraining players and any questions that you have. So, like, the formation I'm using at the moment, my basic formation is going to be this one, right? This is my main squad at the moment, which is a 4-5-1, a 4-2-3-1. I have a couple of issues with contracts, but essentially running through it. Donnarumma, my favorite goalkeeper. Roberto Carlos boosted. He's a mainstay in the squad. Van Dijk, Cordoba. I can interchange these or interlink these with any of the players. Look at all the players I have out of contract. But any of these players that I have back here are going to be able to be good. So I'll usually have one tall all-rounder that's able to win the ball in the air. And then I'll have one kind of small player. So, for example, I could have Timber, Gavardiol and Cordoba, or Timber and Gavardiol. I know Gavardiol isn't that tall, so we might obviously go with somebody like Declan Rice back there. We could go with Marquinhos back there. It depends. Mike, I've already answered you, bro. It's not my problem if you're not going to listen to what I'm saying to you. Now, if you are trolling, you're doing a good job of it, man. Okay? I've already answered you. How to go to your inbox. I mean, you literally press the options button from the main menu. That's it, man. Okay? So, if you're not going to listen to me answering your question, then you're just going to get timed out, man, for repeating yourself. It's as simple as that. Lucas is in the chat, El Presidente. I have loads of GP players, lads. This is my main squad, man. This is my main squad here. So I literally have everything here. Every single thing, every player that you're looking at here, I have. Like any player that you possibly want. GP, anything. Like say for Kvaradona, right? Kvaratskhelia. This guy is the standard card. So, you know, if I'm training Kvaradona, I'm not going to really, because of the way I play with him, I'm not going to be I'm not going to be shooting with him. I'm going to be using him as pace and dribbling, lads. It's bad, Blue Machine. It's bad, man. Danny, I'm not going spinning today, bro. I'm not going spinning today. I will be spinning again. But not today. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, bro. So, I wouldn't even bother with the passing, man. I wouldn't even bother with the passing. So, I know what I want to get with him is going to be bad. The events were shite. The connection, Lucas, was it? Yeah, man. The connection has been is the biggest problem with this game, really. That's probably how I would train him up. I wouldn't worry too much about shooting or passing because I know exactly how I'm going to be playing him. When is Drogba coming? I'm not too sure, man. Passion for Gaming. Yo, what's up, man? Lummy, I'll send you that Dino, yeah. You can go either side there. You can go either with the dribbling or you can go with the dexterity. It depends on how you want to go with him. For me, I'd probably go with 90 dribbling, 90 balance, 90 acceleration at a minimum. I'm not too worried about lower body. I'm not too worried about lower body speed at all. I'm not going to speed either. Don't you want the new Mataus coming out? Well, I'll see when he comes out, man. I mean, I don't really need him, to be honest with you. The only player I really desperately want is the King, lads. That's the only player. And anyone that knows that the channel is gonna know that I want the King and I'm gonna get the King. It's as simple as that. I don't care if I have to clear the agent. Epic Messi is good. 83 speed, 90 dribbling stats. Yeah, Lucas, I think that's an even better one there with the 90 dribbling, the 93 acceleration, 90 balance, and 85 speed. I won't be shooting with him though, Lucas. That's the thing, man. Like, if I'm using in this formation, right, I'll show you. If I'm using in this formation, right here, as a standard Kvara, I'll probably be using him in this slot here. Move my head a little bit. Oh, yeah, I need to change this camera. One sec. If I'm using Kvara Donna here, Lucas, I'm probably going to be using him on this side. So, like, I'd bring him in here. Where is he? Here. So, like, I'm going to be using him as this left winger here. And then probably Ito as a right midfielder or a right winger, depending on how I want to play him. So, I do want to have a bit of that stamina there as well. I want his stamina about 80. Take speed 83, you might get the occasional chance. Yeah, but I already, like, that's his build there. That's pretty much what I want with him there. With the boost that you're getting as well with the manager and stuff, like 90 ball control, 92 dribbling, 92 balance, 95 acceleration, and 71 finishing. Like, I could take down the speed and the stamina to 80. I could do that. I could take down that and add that there to have 75. Yeah, it depends. I've kind of figured out now, like, my perfect builds for these guys. Like, that is another build there as well. That's definitely the build. But my biggest concern with any of these players is tight possession and balance for any players that I'm going to dribble with. For players that you dribble with, wingers, attacking midfielders, centre forwards that you run and gun with, or even left back and right backs that you do a lot of overlaps with, tight possession and balance are the two key stats I found. Acceleration and speed are secondary to that, and then you have your defense or your passing. So if he's a defensive left back or left or right midfielder, have his aggression a bit high. And then for players that are disruptors like Makelele, I still think that even Goretzka here, I still think aggression is probably the key above anything else. If you're using him in that role, do you know what I mean? And Makelele is the same, to get that aggression as high as possible. It just so happens that I have good tight possession and balance with Makelele and good tight possession and pretty okay balance with Goretzka here. So yeah, that is how I would trade Kvara there as a left winger. 90 ball control, 92 dribbling, 87 tight possession, 95 acceleration, and 92 balance with 80 stamina and 85 speed. That's the standard Kvara, like. That's the standard Kvara there. It is going to be difficult, lads. It is going to be difficult. Yeah, you are right, Lucas. I do create chances, but I found as well, man. I don't know what do you think, but I found I need to plug in my phone. I found with a lot of players, right, that what I'm finding lately is that the chance creation has changed a little bit, that it's all cuts now. It's all cut-ins. So unless I have like a really good shooter, like a left wing shooter, I rather my left and right midfielders to be kind of like our left and right wingers to be either create players, like creative players, or spatial players that like create space, such as Neymar, somebody like that. Or else just pure speed, just to kind of freak people out when you're on the ball with them. You know, that kind of way. Spangley, welcome in, bro. Yeah, I agree. Balance is key, Lucas. It is key. Quick question. All my players are to drop for this season. Is this right? What do you mean, Michael? I don't understand. Just Barney. That's a very good question. Is there a difference between 91 acceleration and 99? It depends on a couple of factors. There's a couple of different unique animations that kick in at certain thresholds. But what they've done with eFootball 24, they've slightly changed it a little bit. High awareness is only important for strikers, in my opinion. Because no matter what, players with low awareness will always run forward depending on your team play style. I would say that there's only probably about 6 stats that really, really matter in the game. Because if you go in here to the likes of Vinicius Jr., right? He's got 88 tight possession, but 84 balance. So if I was training him now, right, for the actual game that is currently here at the moment, I have 0 into shooting and 0 into passing with this build, or 1 into passing. If I'm training him here now, I would probably have his dexterity up as high as I possibly could go, which is going to be a 90 with 99 acceleration, 98. So there, I'm going to cut it off at that because his acceleration will get no boost otherwise. His dribbling, I'm going to try and get that up as high as possible to compensate for the fact that his balance is a little bit low. And then potentially, I'll probably put in the rest into lower body and have 80 speed. Now, when you actually go out to the card here, Prometheus, they don't have the license for Peter Crouch, bro. You don't have to ask a question 100 times, man. I'll get to your question, bro. I'll get to your question. So when I get him in there now, into that squad, right? If I put him in instead of Kvara, that's what his rating goes to there with the boost. So he goes to a 99 overall. So I'm looking at that player there and I'm thinking, right, is there any possible way that I can get to balance? Is there any possible way that I can get balance on that guy to 90 with the boost? So I'll take 2 off tight possession and try and throw it on, and I'll also probably see I'm going to have maxed out acceleration anyway. Do you know what I mean? So if I go to 88 on that, and I go to 88 on that, and then I still have 87 on that, that depends on whether that's a better card or not. So it's kind of a personal preference that he does have the 99 acceleration, 90 balance, 90 tight possession, 95 dribbling, and 92 offensive awareness, or attacking awareness. But his stamina and speed are not at the 90 or over the 80. Plus, he can't finish apart from 76. So it's kind of a difficult one compared to, like, say, if I'm comparing him to Kvara, right? Let me get rid of this screen here a second because it's kind of bugging me out. Current level. Overall rating. There we go. Right. If I'm comparing him to this Kvara here, right? So these are two of the Kvara here. This Kvara here, no matter what I really do, is not going to have any weakness. And Vinicius Jr. doesn't have a weakness either. But the difference is going to be whether I train up their shooting or I train up their passing. You can't really have both with him. So then it comes down to player skills. So from him, Vinicius Jr. has pinpoint, weighted, and true passing, which is really nice, as well as one touch. So I don't need to actually train up his passing that much at all. Do you think... Let me see. Let me just go back here because I'm missing a few questions. Barella is a really good defensive option, yeah. But he's a bit small. That's the thing. Barrios is a beast at DMF. Yeah, I have Barrios. Nuno Mendes, we'll get to him. I don't have that Nuno Mendes, I don't think. Speed is less important than acceleration. All players get caught up to the same rate regardless of speed. I'm probably the only forward that maintains space. Andrew, the speed more so for me is about stamina. If I have a left or right winger, I'm never worried about speed once it's about 84, 85. Like the difference between speed being 85 or 90 is very, very, very little. Like it's very little. Because it's all about stop start. If you notice when you're playing with players that have good acceleration and speed, if they're able to like auto cancel, manual cancel, super cancel, they do react a little bit quicker when their acceleration is high. But speed is still important because it's stacked with stamina. That's the biggest thing. You know, sometimes you have to boost up that speed more than what you would have wanted. I wish they kept files, but added nothing. Added a new thing to it. Marco Royce, welcome in, bro. What about João Felix? I have a version of João Felix here, as far as I know, this one. Now, this João Felix can play left wing. He's actually a good example of a player that is probably worth retraining based on where I had him before, right? So, for example here, if I'm comparing him to Vinicius, one is a creative, one is a Roman flank, right? The difference between Roman flank and prolific winger, I think has really, it's very, very unnoticeable now. All the players will run in a straight line anyway, no matter what. Yeah, Lucas, he is a beast, man. Kvara is a beast. I don't play enough on this profile. I'm playing my road to glory, but I think him and Mitoma are my favourite left midfielder, left-sided guys to cut in. But if I was training João Felix, right, let's just show you João Felix here as a left winger, okay? Like, I know a lot of people rate him and they think that he's a beast. I think he is a good player as well because he's got a lot going on with his card. If I was to reset him, I'm going to be probably playing João Felix as an AMF, lads. That's probably where I would play him as my main role. But if you're training him up as an outright winger, you don't really need passing and shooting any higher than that. So he's got a good base of that. But the problem with him is that once you go to the 90 here and get 80 on it, the problem is for him is going to become the balance and the acceleration. Now we're going to get boosted on that. We can actually go 85 on that as well. And you can go finishing or passing. A lot of people don't feel though, a lot of people feel that this João Felix is like an absolute monster. I think he's better as an AMF. Like, I think this AMF version of him here, where you've got the dribbling, the type possession, you've got the balance, you've got the acceleration, you've got the speed, the kicking power. And I think if you do shoot a lot, you can get that up to 80. If you don't shoot a lot, you can get it to 75 and get the low pass up to 84. Like, this is a monster card as an attacking midfielder, right? He's down as a 97 left winger, right? If you change him to an SS, he's down as a 97 in this build. But as an AMF, if you change him here, right? Let's say we leave Messi out of rotation for a minute, and you compare him with this Messi, right? Pound for pound. Messi has better attack and awareness. He's got better ball control, and dribbling is -2, so they're kind of balance each other out. Messi's got better tight possession, which is really key because it's over 95. Better low pass, obviously. Better lofted pass, better finishing, better free kicks. Less speed by 10. Better balance, but less stamina. Same acceleration, -1. Same kicking power. And then they're both creative playmakers. Messi obviously has the +2 technique for his booster. But double touch, Marseille turn, one touch pass. Messi is probably slightly better, but yeah, this is a case exactly, Joshy. This is a case of if you compare two players side by side, right? Do you ever hear that saying, right? On paper, these teams are very balanced, right? But on paper, these guys are very balanced as well. That you'd say, there's no real difference between them. But trust me, if you play 20 matches with Messi and 20 matches with Felix, I think Messi is hands down way better than him. I just think it's built in that he's better than him, right? Now, one player that is kind of really interesting that a lot of people have been asking me about is Barella, right? Now, I'm going to show you Barella here as an attacking midfielder, right? So, Barella's down as an attacking midfielder here, but this build that I've made for him is more defensive. Now, I'll show you what I mean by that if you play him as a CMF, right? Barella is kind of one of the best attacking midfielders in the game because he pretty much has everything that you could possibly want on a player, right? One touch pass, but he's also got fighting spirit. He's got long range shooting. He's got sliding tackle. He's got track back if you want to use that. He's an absolute beast, man. Now, if you are throwing a couple of different player skills on him, I would say throwing double touch on him would be beastly because his dribbling is so high. But because of the boost that we're going to be getting here, you can train him in literally as many ways as you possibly want. Like, you can do a full DMF one, man. You can do a full DMF if you wanted to. Like, look, you could go that, right? And you might say, like, oh, that's way too excessive. But if you're using the rest of his card fairly decently, you can have 80 speed, you can have 80 acceleration, you can have 80 tight possession, and you can have 80 low pass with those stats. Look, defensively. If you're playing him as a CMF, or as a slash DMF, he would be a perfect guy. If you've got Rodri or you've got Casemiro or a sit-back anchorman, destroyer, or a DMF that's literally just going to sit in the pocket, man. Look at these stats that you have here. On top of that, right, you can actually get 77 jumping on him and physical contact. So if we were to train him here as this build, right, if you were to train him here as this build and put him in as a CMF and not play, we're playing a box-to-box, right, but not play a destroyer, right? And you were to compare him with, say, the likes of, let me see who I think is probably one of the best destroyers in the game. Probably Declan Rice, right? Declan Rice obviously has a couple of inches on him. That's what she said. But it's not all about the inches, lads, or the centimeters, right? It's how you use it. But anyway, you look at Declan Rice here as a destroyer, right? Tight possession, Barella's got better tight possession, same low pass, better ball control, better attacking awareness, better dribbling, right? You're thinking, okay, defensively. Well, defensively, the only thing that he's got better than him is by +1 or +2 as a destroyer. So, I mean, it's incredible. Like, he's an incredible player. His aggression is the biggest thing there. His stamina is very close to Declan Rice's. Now, obviously, I could train Declan Rice a little bit better than that. But I do think, right? But then on the flip side, if you go into Barella here as an AMF, okay, which a lot of people like to do. So they like to play like a destroyer in here for that extra protection, right? So you could play Declan Rice in here as an anchorman if you wanted to. This is a destroyer or an anchorman, or else you could play 2 destroyers. But if you're using Barella as an AMF, as Lucas says, you have player of the week, Rodri. Barella has crazy balance. Pedri is the best attacking midfielder. Yeah, we'll definitely get to Pedri, right? But if you look at this Barella here, lads, right? And you train him as an AMF, forget about his defensive capabilities here for the time being, right? Let's just say we're going to train him as an AMF, right? Let's just say we're going to train him as an AMF here, right? Let me see if I need to change. I'll take away my face cam a sec when I'm in this part to see the overall ratings, right? If you're going to be going this way, with this player as an AMF, right? And you're going to say, right, I want him to compete as best as possible with the top class AMFs in the game, right? Apart from speed, apart from his balance here with this build, you don't need to do that much more. I think the dribbling is too saucy there. I think the passing is too saucy there as well, because he has one-touch pass. So I would probably take away a little bit of this, right? I'd still keep that there. Tight possession is the main one anyway. I'd keep that to have 9 more points there. And I would probably bring the dexterity up to like 84. If not, I would try bring it up to like maybe 1 more there, right? And then just have like, I don't know, 1 into... Well, we can't have anything else, but we could have it there, right? Like, this is a beastly build as well, man. This is a beastly build. Look, attacking-wise. You're going to get the 91 tight possession, 89 ball control, 90 balance, 87 acceleration. As an attacking midfielder, he goes to a 98 in this system, but he's a box-to-box. So, naturally, he's going to win the ball back for you. The only player I would say that compares to Barella, and I kind of slept on Barella for a while, but the reason why I slept on him is because I still think that this Pedri is probably... Am I gone past him? Yeah. This Pedri is probably the best card in the game, lads. I have Pedri on the bench as well. So we have this Pedri here, and we have this reserve one here, that are both absolute monsters, lads. The one difference between the Pedri on the left compared to the Pedri on the right is the creative playmaker versus whole player. Tonali is good as a CMF. He is good. Yeah, he is good. There are 3 useful DMFs in the game: Davies, Vieira, Makelele. Well, I mean, that's like saying that Haaland is good at football, man. I mean, like that. My girlfriend would tell you that. I mean, Davies, Vieira, and Makelele will play the game for you. They're so good, man. But that's not to say that you can't get DMFs that will do a job for you. Toddy will come in a few weeks. Kaka and Guti. Well, that's your opinion, man. I would still say that Pedri is the best AMF in the game, in my personal opinion. Lucas is saying take the dribbling down, passing 87 and dribbling 86 with ball control and high possession. Well, that's the thing, Lucas. I mean, it's tiny, tiny, tiny measurements there, man. It's tiny measurements. I think Pedri is the best, lads. I personally do think that Pedri is the best attacking midfielder I've ever played with. He just moves different, like. He just moves different on the pitch. Now, I would say that the whole player is not as important, I don't think, as before with eFootball 23. Like, the whole player's runs in a 3-5-2 long ball counter formation in eFootball 23 were literally impossible to stop. But I definitely think this whole player Pedri is my favorite card I've probably ever used. He's got everything that you could possibly want. He actually has less skills than most attacking midfielders because they'll have some shooting skills. But if you don't shoot with Pedri, lads, he's unbelievable, man. Right? They've got identical player skills, identical form. But that's where the differences kind of stop here. This whole player, Pedri, I could probably train him a little bit better than that because he has plus 10 on finishing, right? So if I was going to be training this whole player, Pedri here, I'd probably train him slightly different. They're both 95, man. They're both 95. So if I was playing him as a CMF, I'd probably play Pedri as an AMF with this build. But because you can't train him up there, that's how you take him, man. If I was training this version of Pedri, if we were able to train this, you can't. You can't train the player of the weeks. But if I was going to train him, that's probably, I would take away a little bit from the ball control and dribbling, and I would put it into the other way. So if we are going using this build here of the Pedri, they're pretty similar players. They're pretty similar players. Musiala is pretty decent. Yeah, Marcus Llorente is an unbelievable box-to-box. A brilliant box-to-box. It's not all about stats though, mama. Whole player does actually overcompensate quite a bit. Check if you like my build if you want. Which build, Lucas? Which build? Yeah, Musiala is a different bit of gravy as well. Like, it depends, man. There was a time when Eze was probably the best attacking midfielder in the game, and then it was like Xavi Simons, and then Kaká was there. There was some beastly players, man. There was some beastly players there. But I definitely think if I was training up this Pedri here, he's perfect for an attacking midfielder if you don't need to shoot with your attacking midfielders. I like to have that option as my attacking midfielders. I do like to have that option. But you're going to have passing low passes in the 90s. You're going to have all of these stats into the 90s. You're going to have this into the 90s. You're going to have the lower body into the 90s. Or into the 80s. Baby. Who's that? Yeah. Astan. Thank you, bro. You have become a member. First team star. Member for 3 months. 3rd month in a row. Thank you, bro. Lucas, it's a Barella build. Yeah, we'll go back to Barella in a second, man. We'll go back to Barella. And you're also going to get defensive engagement 75 there, which is incredible. I wouldn't mess around too much with anything else on this player. So this build here is pretty decent, man. Goretzka was my favorite CMF for a long time, yeah. Like this Pedri here as an AMF he's a machine, man. Because he's just built for one purpose and one purpose only. Best art, welcome in, bro. You can put Pedri on a 4-2-2-2, yeah. I would say that. He's probably best in a formation like this, though, where he's got a bit of protection and he also has his out-wide players. But I still think Messi is the GOAT attacking midfielder, lads, personally. But this Pedri is a beast, I'll be honest. Because you've got 93 tight possession, 98 balance, 90 acceleration, 90 low pass, and the player skills to boot. So it's incredible, man. Yeah, let me just check which version I have of Musiala, because we've already done Barella. I think I have Musiala here somewhere. If you guys see him, shout. I definitely had one build of Musiala, but he could have been on the other account. Oh, there he is. So this is just standard Musiala here that I have. This is the standard version. There we go, man. We have 3 versions of him. So we haven't actually trained up this version of him. His contract is expired. But this is the version here. Let me see your version, Lucas. I'll check your Discord, bro. Musiala. Okay, which version of Musiala? I don't have that one. So we have the Barella. Let me just check the Barella. Oh, yeah, I have that Barella. Under my umbrella. Barella. I always press that button. All right, let's see. Let's see how different this build is. It's probably the same, is it, Lucas? So, attacking. 82. Is that with the boost? That's not with the boost, is it? It must be. Oh, no, it's not. 84. Jumping 75. Is that it? So that's it, Lucas, is it? Did I do it right? No. Oh, yeah, but that's without the boost you sent me. So that's in with the boost, yeah? That's in with the boost. Am I right? Modric was good as well. Yeah, they nerfed a couple of players, lads. That's why stats don't mean a lot the whole time. Yeah, Barat, you know it, man. You know it. Yeah, I mean, Barella is always going to be good, man, as any player, man. Like, I still prefer to play with a box-to-box over a destroyer. I prefer to play a destroyer or an anchorman as my DMF. I pretty much always stick to a destroyer because of Makalele. So I do like to have Makalele in my pocket there the whole time. Now you can switch to an anchorman if you want. Like, I have some good anchormen there. I have some really good anchormen there in this squad especially. Like, I have Declan Rice, Tonali, Rodri, Busquets. Like, we've got a lot of good players. Barrios is there. Very, very solid player. Like, even Tonali is an anchorman there. If I was retraining Tonali, I'm not going to really focus too much on anything now because of where the game is at. Passing at 88, yeah, that's fine. Dribbling is too high at that. I probably don't need it. I train Tonali as a complete player. Man, I've so many cards, man. I have so many cards. But not as many as you, El Presidente. Come on now. So what I would do is, I know what I'm going to be doing with Tonali. I'm going to be sitting in the pocket, get that stamina up to 88, get the physical contact up to 73, get the defending up as high as I can go, which is, say, 88 there. And then the rest of the stats, 75 into acceleration, and then passing 86. I'm happy enough with that card there. That's probably how I would train it, because I'm going to have pretty much with the boost there as a 96 DMF, right? From a 93 to a 96. I'm pretty much going to have his stats exactly where I want him. The only thing I would like is if he was a little bit different, a little bit faster, that 80 acceleration. But as an anchorman, I'm literally just going to be sitting him in the pocket every time he doesn't have the ball. He's going to be back playing here effectively. That's where he's going to be. Yeah, we have, at the moment, lads, we have like 551 players, which is a lot, man. Which is a lot. Lads, I'm afraid to drink this because it's cold and my teeth are sensitive since the dentist, man. Oh, God. I need some protein into me, though. I need some protein into me, lads. So I do. Muju, you can't beat it, lads. Muju want to sponsor the YouTube, I'd appreciate it. I drink so much of it. You don't get a body like mine, lads, from... You don't get a body from mine too easily, you know? It's hard to find clothes to fit me. My muscles are so big, man. No, but like, there's so many players that you can train up in different ways now. But the problem is, right, is that a lot of these players that I have here, they're never going to like see the light of day, really, lads. They're just being kept in reserve. Lucas, you're on it tonight, man. You're definitely on it tonight. Most of my players are out. I have 100 players out of contract, yeah. I have 100 players. So if I was using Declan Rice here, right, as a DMF anchorman, what I'm hoping to do is with my sub-tactic, right, this is probably how I'm changing my sub-tactic. So I'd usually have a sub-tactic here if I'm like looking for a goal. And all I do is put Declan Rice back here. when he doesn't have the ball. If I'm playing 4 at the back. So Declan Rice would slot in where Timber is here. That's all. That's all that would be different. But if that's the case, I'm going to have like, you know, different players in different positions here. Because obviously I need to change Carlos. This guy. So essentially what I probably do with this is that. It's just like a modified version of what I was playing there. But that's only if I'm chasing a game. That would be there. No, this Rice is Anchorman. This Rice is an Anchorman. It's the player of the week Rice. The other Rice that I have isn't. But for my normal formation, I wouldn't play these two together. Like, I'd either use this Declan Rice Anchorman, who's got very similar stats, or I'd use him. I'd either use one of them. I wouldn't use both Anchorman, man. Football lad, I was just back from the dentist, man. And I have to get 2 wisdom teeth out, I think. It's not going to be good. I'll tell you something, Lucas, right? I genuinely think, man, that this Rice is so bad when he's on the ball, man. The amount of times I pass the ball with him and he just doesn't do it. I just can't use him. Now, as a stopper, as a pure defensive stopper, he's a beast. He is an absolute beast. I think he's only seconded to the legends for like just a pure anchorman sit in the hole pocket between the centre backs. And the fact that he can play centre back as well is huge because he can slot back in there for sub tactics. But going forward with the ball, man, I can't do it, man. I just feel like every other player is quicker than him. I just get rid of the ball the minute as I get it. So, as I said, if I was using the 2 of them, I'd never use them in the same squad, man. Never. So it comes down to then is, do I want a bit more physicality with Declan Rice? Or do I want to have a bit of versatility with Tonali? They're pretty similar, man. Same height, same weight, essentially. Both have interception. Both have low lofted pass. Both have one-touch pass. Tonali's a bit of a beast. Tonali is a bit of a beast. Both standard form as well, both anchormen. So I'd never play the 2 of them together. I would always play a Destroyer or somebody like, you know, Goretzka or even Patrick Vieira as a box-to-box or somebody like that. I'll give Paddy V a contract, lads. To get him back in. But, like, to be honest with you, lads, right? Like, my players here, like, I'm at a situation now where I've been playing the game for so long that I literally have my squad ready for the next few months, man. Like, I don't need to buy any more players. The only player I'm going to probably buy and go all out in for is going to be the King Collar, lads. And that's going to be the king that comes to this real squad, the main squad. But, like, for Vieira, with the gameplay where it is at the moment, I would actually be tempted to, like, max out everything here. But I wouldn't go that spicy on it. I want the defensive awareness as high as I can, but I wouldn't go that spicy on it. I'd probably go 75 there, 75 there. He has loads of stamina, that's not a concern. And I'd probably go 88 on that. One more into defending, and then probably one more onto... No, I'd probably go with that, lads. To be honest with you, I'd probably go that. That's how I would do it. Well, Lucas, that's the thing, man. When you play the game for so long, you kind of start to know the cards, you know? Lucas, you can't handle the power of King Collar. Come on now. Come on now. So that would be the build I'd go with Vieira. Because I'm not... Even though I have him very, very, very aggressive defensively, he's going to be playing as kind of like a double... Like, he's going to have a bit of room to run forward. Because he has ball control. He has tight possession. And he has low pass. He is, 80 heading, 70 finishing. But you saw yesterday, lads, with Bellingham, right? Bellingham is a bit of an enigma of a player for me because I'll show you why, right? So, Bellingham for me is a type of player that even when you train up his finishing, do I have a version of Bellingham here? I don't, actually. I think I have him on my other profile. But anyway, right, with Eze, right? Eze has got 79 finishing, but even if Bellingham has got high finishing, he just doesn't really do it for me. He doesn't really do it at all. Oh, Boosted Collar is going to be a beast, man. He's going to be a beast. There will be boosted everyone. Any player that is in the game, any legend that they've brought out, they're going to add again. Let me see if we're going to play a match, lads. And then we'll play a bit of co-op as well. I will be streaming for another maybe 2 hours. But let's just play a match here and see what it looks like. Because I haven't done the events on this. Except, or the Spanish club one. I haven't cleared the Spanish club one on this. I have Barcelona. Yeah, Jude Bellingham is a fantastic card, but he just can't shoot, man. He misses very easy players, very easy chances for me. Why are they starting Haaland? Collar is like Collar is like, what's his name? The power of Collar is like the Master Sword in Zelda. Not many can wield it. Not many can wield it at all. That's the biggest problem. Oh, it's League. It's League. I was wondering. Yeah, so we have Modric there. Who else? I think we pretty much have the team. I could play Carlos there because he's down for the league. Could play Makelele, Maradona. Courtois. Ronaldinho. But Guti is a beast, lads. This Guti card. I don't really need another player then. Let's just test the gameplay out, lads. Let's just test one game. And then we'll do some co-op. Man, I have so many players out of contract. Oh man, when I get Collar, I'm going to spam. I'm going to spam crazy. What do you mean help play on mobile, bro? Lucas, I can't wait to see you play with Collar, man. I just can't wait to play co-op with Collar, lads. Spangley, Griezmann for me is just one of those players. I just can't. He just doesn't do it for me. Stats, brilliant. Everything about the card looks good, but he just doesn't do it for me. It's like Salah, man. Salah is the biggest one for me. I don't know why I'm blinded by my hatred of Liverpool. Nah, I don't really hate Liverpool, but you know, it's all banter. I don't know am I blinded, but I could never play with Salah, man. In PES 18, I think he was a beast for me. I used to have him up front, but I could never play with Salah. Tomislav, welcome in, bro. Tomislav, what are you doing here, bro? No one mentioned script. I thought you only appear when script. I'm from Ireland, bro. Yeah, Davafi is a beast. I don't have Van Basten. Love from Bangladesh. Love from Ireland, bro. Bitcoin Izadi. That's a stunning pass. You hold R2 when you're passing or shooting. I can't wield the power of Griezmann, Lucas. I can't. It's beyond me. No, there's no one that compares to Collar, lads. Is there no one playing this game, man? I might have to boot up EAFC. Ethic 24. Vinix Gaming. The one I'm playing is pretty decent at the moment. Josh, I didn't watch United last night, man. I didn't watch them the weekend either. Rolando, welcome in, bro. Tomislav, don't tell me you spin. Don't tell me you spin. You spin for players? Tara, I don't know if Collar is coming, man. I don't know if he is. I heard he was, but I don't know. All right, this guy's got a lower team than me, lads. Sergi. Listen, man, I tried to give FIFA a proper go this year, man. I really have. I've really tried to give it a proper go, man. Now, I will say one thing, right? I did actually enjoy one of the matches that I played yesterday when I figured out the defending. But the gameplay, man, it's just not for me, man. I'm going to have to... Oh, Gavi. I'm going to have to make a lot of... like, a lot of changes to how I play. Oh, lads, I forgot we have boosted Corona. Man, look at Corona. Corona looks like he's just after, like, he's in church or he's at a funeral or something. And he's after letting one rip. And everyone turns to him. And he knows it's coming. He can't stop it. A big tractor one. We have to start King, lads. This is Prince. Prince Corona. Rafinha I'd be tempted to use as well, you know. Let's see this guy's team, man. Oh, he's playing 5-2-2-1. Alright, we're just going to have to spam crosses in against this guy, lads. I haven't noticed the shoulder charge. Lucas, you love EAFC, man. Don't lie, man. I saw you playing EAFC last night till the early hours. Don't lie to me, man. Joshy, to be honest with you, man, I work a lot like nights. Like I work a lot of nights, so I don't really watch a lot of football in the nighttime. I watch the highlights. But yeah, United are a difficult team to follow, man. They've done away with the player ID now for eFootball. It's not player ID anymore. See how this guy handles defending now. Not very well. Is that a penalty, lads, or is it just outside the box? Oh, that should be a penalty, man, but the ref is blind. Oh my god, how is that not a penalty? Never fear, lads, we'll still score this. Have I got a free kick taker with the right foot? Guti might do it, lads. Guti's left-footed, isn't he? That's grand. No, hit him square in the jaw. Oh man, what was that? Corona is a baller, lads. Corona is probably... I would say Corona is probably my favourite standard card in the game. Apart from, like, obviously the usual suspects. Corona or Mbappe and them guys. This guy is using a lot of tackling, man. Oh, he's in here if it's a good pass. It's not a good pass, though. Oh, what's the lag? Hopefully it's as bad for him. I support United, lads. Thank you, Mohammed. I appreciate that, bro. I mean, we try to do something different here on the channel, lads. It's more about having the crack and playing with players I want to play with rather than playing to win all the time. Because if there was something to play for, if it was a thing that is like, oh, you know, you get a special card, you get a special bonus for playing, then I would probably be a little bit more competitive. But to be honest with you, man, you know, like... There's nothing to play for, like, you know what I mean? There's nothing to play divisions for. This is why I love Guti, lads. The passing. He's just a brilliant passer. Game feels good though, lads. Game feels quite smooth. I know it's a bit laggy, but you'll get that. And it's going to be laggy tomorrow as well, don't worry. Not that you need to guess, but it will be. Oh, that would have been lovely. All right, will you run to the ball there, Corona? You're letting me down. You're letting the chat down. All I'm taking this guy not serious enough. He could score, lads. I want to get this win. My 50 coins. Oh, Guti. Oh, brilliant. Oh, it's good play. But yeah, I don't know, man, with FIFA. Look, I've tried to give FIFA a proper go. But, like, I'm not going to give up on it just yet. Because offline, I do like to have some sort of, like, career mode going or whatever. Lewandowski. There's one. I just play for fun, man. I don't have enough time to commit, unfortunately, to, like, go up the rankings. Because I probably need to be playing, like, a lot more off-stream. Or else I'd need to stream a lot more. And at the moment, it's just not possible for me to do both. Or the missus would be given out, lads. But the missus is good, man. She's good. I just work a lot like later hours now to stream in the daytime. But it's good. We love the bands. It's all about Collar, lads. When we get Collar, we have a new series coming for Collar. It's a Collar special series that I've been working on editing for a while. This guy's got a very basic team, man. Oh, Vinicius just burnt him. Oh, ball roll. Vinicius. Behave yourself, Vinicius. Behave yourself. Yeah, they need to add stuff, man. Like, at the moment, that's the biggest thing with EAFC is that, like, there's literally so much to do. Like, I would like to probably start, like, a pro clubs with Collar as my pro club. My pro player. It would be funny, you know, playing online with him. Just be something different, man. Oh, lag. Why does the lag always happen when I do double touch? It's like it activates it. If I get two, this guy's going to tap. Come on, ref. There's no content there, man. There's no content whatsoever. Ah, too much power. Too much power. 2 seconds, lads. Jeez, I had to manual him in. He didn't want to know about it. Oh, no way. Oh, my God, Guti. Oh, holy moly, lads. Did you just see that? Nuts. How about them nuts? Oh, good defending. This guy is not bad, man, you know. My team is really overpowered compared to his. No, I think the reason is, man, I've said this before on stream, right? They really underestimated how successful the Dream Team would be, in my opinion. And you think about it, right? I always go back to food because I'm a hungry guy and I love my food, right? But it's a good analogy. If you open a restaurant, right, in the morning and you're thinking to yourself, oh, we'll start with just selling 2 dishes, right? Or, just pasta or whatever, right? And then you're like, and then we'll slowly add in this, or we'll add in that, or we'll add in this. Like, if you actually open and everyone just loves your pizza or your pasta and you don't need to make a bigger menu and you're just making money hand over fist and absolutely, like, raking in the money, you don't need to put steak on the menu. You don't need to put things that, like, have probably less profit. You know what I mean? So you can just keep doing what you're doing. And I think that's the thing with Dream Team is that, like, they probably thought, oh, when we start Dream Team, yeah, it'll be a good introductory mode. And the cards will keep us ticking over for a while. It'll make us make money because we don't have direct sales anymore, because it's not like being sold in shops, that it's a free-to-play game. But I think that they really underestimated how many cards would be being sold regularly, you know? Ireland is extremely costly, yeah. Ireland is extremely costly. But that's just business, lads. I mean, we're all, well, most of us are grown-ups here. So, you know, that's just the way of life, man. That's the way of life. I mean, I know video games are very personal for everybody, but that's the way media has gone now, man. Like, you look at any franchise, you look at anything now in the world of media, it's just, it's, you know, like, it's just... What's the word I'm looking for? Look at Marvel, man, right? Look at the Marvel movies. Like, they couldn't, they could do no wrong. And, like, literally, most of the stuff that they've brought out in the last couple of years from Marvel has been absolute tripe. You know what I mean? And I was a huge fan of the Avengers. I thought the Avengers was unbelievable. And that whole build up to it. But eventually what happens, man, is that you milk the cow so dry, man, that, you know, that it just becomes... stops producing milk, for lack of a better analogy. That's what happens, man. You just milk it so much. And that's what's happening. And that's, you look at GTA as well. How many years do you think the success of GTA Online pushed back GTA 6? When they're making the money that they're making still. That every Christmas GTA 5 for the last, what, 10, 12 years? How many years has it been out? Every couple of years, they go into the top 25 games sold every Christmas. Because new people are downloading it. New people are getting, you know, the game. Playing with their friends. So sometimes the success of something can actually be to a, you know, it can slow progress down. And that's why I think has happened. That's why I think it's happened with Dream Team. Is that, like, the concept of Dream Team was really good. But it should have been expanded upon by now. But they haven't really needed to. In my opinion, they haven't really needed to. Oh, Corona, behave. Ref. Ref. Oh, beautiful Vinicius. So that's just my opinion on it, lads. Tara, I'm always hungry, man. I'm always talking about food. And if I'm not talking about food, I'm thinking about food. But all games are doing a similar thing, man. It's not just games, it's everything. It's everything. It's like if you bring out a series, right? If you bring out a series, the days, like, Breaking Bad was probably the last one, right? Like, where it was like, they could have literally kept Breaking Bad going for another 4 or 5 seasons. And they stopped when it was just at the peak of its popularity, right? But, like, there's been so many series that it's like, they literally just drag an extra season or 2 out of them. And instead of it just being, right, this is a 3-season thing, we're happy with that, we have a story to tell, boom, that's it. We don't need to set up a 12-story arc. It's just a self-contained story, and that's it. You know, those days are kind of gone now, because it's all about spin-offs, it's all about prequels, sequels, everything. Because they know that they can print money, because you've got a built-in audience by then. Ooh, it's getting laggy. But it's not just Konami, man. Every business works like that. I mean, you're fooling yourself if you don't think that. Like, that is the truth. The old PES games would have a lot of issues from a gameplay point of view. Now, could you just imagine PES 6 with Adriano being able to score from pretty much any position here? Like, this is a goal with Adriano if you have the ball with him, right here in PES 6. With a shot like that. Because the keepers weren't coded to be able to stop him. Oh, Goody. Oh, Goody. Oh. The freezing is still there, lads. I hadn't noticed it that much before. It's not as bad, but it is still there. It's been a fairly comfortable victory, lads. Exactly, Tara. That's exactly it, man. Man, look at Lord of the Rings, right? My favorite 3 movies probably of all time. I have a Lord of the Rings tattoo on my arm, right? Massive fan. Books, movies, grew up reading the books from my uncle that gave them to me. Then the movies came out, unbelievable. Harry Potter, a similar thing, man. And what they do is, even though I like Power of the Rings or that Amazon series, I thought it was good. Like, they're gonna milk it, man. They're gonna milk that into the ground, man. So they will. That's it, man. They don't know when to end. They don't want to end it because they don't want to end things that are successful. But saying that, lads, I still think the gameplay is worth playing. Now, let me just see if we're going to play some co-op, lads. Because I will only be streaming for another hour. And any questions you guys have then we'll cover at the end of the stream. And I want to do the survey. Lucas, you want to play some co-op, man? Let me know. And any members in the chat, Lucas, John, Spangley, anyone that signed up to become a member, lads, you can play. Greetings from Ireland, UKR. Appreciate that, bro. I gave EAFC a good chance, Hosea. I gave it a good chance. I will give it another chance, man. I was enjoying my career mode, but it's more the off the pitch stuff. Gameplay is not for me, unfortunately. It's playable. Gameplay is playable, but I wouldn't say that it's for me, gameplay wise. I haven't tried Ultimate Team. We just played career mode. But saying that, like, I wouldn't shit on EAFC, man. I wouldn't, because I can definitely see certain aspects of the game that I enjoy. Like, and there's definitely crack to be had with the game. But I feel like that the biggest problem with the game, personally for me, is that how would I say it? The biggest crack to be had with the game is off the pitch, like it's the transfers and stuff. And the gameplay is fine. The gameplay is okay. There's a lot of issues with the gameplay for me personally, but it's fine. So after this game, we're going to do the training, and then we're going to play a little bit of co-op. Well, welcome in, Kunal. Welcome in. I do like eFootball more than EFC, yeah. Randy, welcome in, bro. Welcome in. Half of Ireland are over in Australia. Half of my friends are over in Australia now. The last 2 years, man, I'd say 40% of people I know have gone to Australia, like aged under 30. Well, that's maybe a bit high. Maybe 25%. That's the thing, Paul. That's the thing, man. Sometimes gaming is about more than the gameplay, if that makes sense. I know that that's a crazy thing to say. But it is. Sometimes it's about kind of chilling out with the game and being able to do stuff that are not... Like, listen, lads, I'm never going to be... Like, I don't have time to play Ultimate Team, so I'm going to miss out on a lot of that. If I was to play Ultimate Team, I'd probably just, you know, dip in and out of it. Oh, this guy is playing this game like eFootball 23, lads. Oh no, why did that not go to Pedri, lads? That was weird. It's a warning sign for him though. If he takes it now, it's up to him. Terrible pass from Kubo, lads. Oh my god, lads, my passing. Man, what's with the passing, man? That's a true ball. Maybe it's the same for him, I don't know. Nice. You're so predictable. Da, 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 da. Oh, that's the pass we want. Sting the fingers! Good hit. Yeah, Villa's a beast. I'm playing Harry Potter at the moment, or the Hogwarts game. It's really good, man. I'm really enjoying it, actually. I nearly finished it. Come on, Leva. Collar will be the only player I actually spin for, lads, next. And if I'm going to get Collar regardless, we already have the Collar dollars for it. There's no limit on how much I'm going to spend on the King. You have my guarantee of that. See, that's the difference there. See there with Kubo, right? That's what I'm talking about with players that have that built in or not. That stop-start. And I'll show you when I get the ball with Vinicius. And this guy isn't even defending me. Yeah, he's just playing like eFootball 23, man. He'll definitely tap out. Spider-Man 2, yeah, I'll definitely play that. But I didn't like Miles Morales now at all. I thought it was too repetitive. So I'm hoping that Spider-Man 2 is better. It looks it, though. Oh! Oh my god, that's a new animation, lads. And this game is so sloppy, this one, compared to the last one. Ah man, seriously, this is like one touch all the way. Oh, lucky. Oh, Pedri, why are you headering that? Man, this guy is living so dangerously, man. Guti! I'm off, am I? The Collar is my main guy, lads, so he's going to be in the squad at all times. And I might spin for Collar on 2 accounts. You'd never know what could happen. What a touch. What a touch from Lewandowski there, lads. It deserved a goal. This guy's going to tap in a minute, man. I think. Yeah, Spider-Man 2 will be good. All good, Stefan. Welcome in, bro. We've only been streaming for about an hour. The new Spider-Man was good. Spider-Man was good. Man, what is that for a pass, man? That's shameful, man. Oh my god, what is that? Passing is on a weird one today, lads. Jesus Christ. There will be a load of boosted players, yeah. The boosted players, and then there'll be boosted players with +5 booster and stuff like that. I'm going to take off Kubo, man. I think this guy could be gone, is he? Oh, he wants the pain. Some people like pain. That's alright. We'll give him loads of it. Left foot as well. Yo, Blackbird, welcome in, bro. Come on, ref, will you get it done and dusted? No, I don't think so, BT, no. They'll eventually probably bring out a system to be able to add boosters, alright. But it'll be up to you to add them to old cards. I reckon we will, yeah. Any legend that's out will probably get a booster eventually. Go on, Leva. What a finish. Surely he'll tap, lads, will he? Nuts me. Weird pass, wouldn't it? Man, Goody is silk. He's just a little bit, I don't know, there's something about him I don't like. See that freezing there now? That's a problem, man. I'm playing this guy like it's a Division 1 match, lads. Really sweating him. Oh, no, Barry. Come on, buddy. La asistencia a este partido asciende a 96.847 espectadores. This guy's defending like 2004. Little flick. Do you see that flick, lads? Beautiful. Let me watch that flick. Do you know how to do that trick move? Look. Nah, he's not playing now, man. I don't know why he just doesn't just tap. And I'm playing so bad as well. Well, I think Makalele, the boosted Makalele is probably the best card that they've released, pound for pound. Like, he literally just plays the game for you. Like, Carlos is good, but he has a couple of weaknesses. Makalele doesn't. And this guy is serious. His pass completion must be about 4%. Mine isn't much better. What is he doing, man? No, not with the way people play, man. People don't play like high balls into midfield. All of those legends are beasts. Oh my God, Koundé, what is that, bro? What a pass. Yeah, always there, ref. Good lad. Keep whistling him out. Yeah, well, Vieira is probably the best player in the game, I would say. But the problem with Vieira is that isn't his base card missing, like his actual other card was missing a lot of player skills. Nas, welcome in, bro. You're all good, man. You're all good. Man, it's good job the connection is bad, because I'd say this could have been a heavy scoreline. Look at Pedri, man, defensive beast. What is that, man? Hope you're good otherwise, Nas. Oof. GG's, lads. GG's. All right, we're going to go back and train a couple of players, right? So any players you want that I have, let me know, and we're going to start now. Benzu, welcome in, bro. Don't have Figo. I'll show you my players here. There's all my players, lads. There's all my players. And obviously players that are not player of the week. These can't be retrained. Because they're player of the weeks. Helio, welcome in, bro. It's been a long time, man. The OGs are coming back. Nas, which update, man? Which update are you talking about? eFootball 23 or eFootball 24? So there hasn't been an update since launch of eFootball 24. Hope you're good, Helio, man. Hope you're good. David, welcome in, bro. Welcome in, man. All right, we'll start with Booster Carlos, lads. Booster Gold. If I'm using Carlos, I'm using him as a left back. So I don't need much more than what we have here. So I'll just show you the build I have for him. So this is the build that I have for him. I was playing him as part of a 3-5-2, but I actually probably would play him as a left back now. So he's going to be important to get, man. So we'll go defending there because I want the defensive awareness up as high as I can. Aerial strength, we'll go for the jump. We've got the speed and the stamina. We've got the acceleration and the balance. You've got the dribble in there. We've got the pass in here for the lofted pass. We probably have to go a bit shooting as well. No, we don't. We don't. That's enough for shooting, lads. I'd probably go with a defensive build, lads. Helio, they're just not there, man. I don't know. They're just not there. That's probably the build I'll go with, lads, as a left back. I know he's not going to be as good defensively, but I do like him, man. I do like this card. Well, I'm not going to be dribbling with my left back so much. Like, if I'm playing the formation that I'm playing, I'm not going to be dribbling that much with him. For example, here, with this build, with this position that I'm going to be in, like, I have Rashford as my left winger, so he's going to be doing most of the dribbling. So that's what the build looks like there. There's no point having his dribbling high, BT. He's not my dribbler, you know what I mean? The skin, welcome in, bro. There's no point in having, like, you can empty stats. You can empty stats into a player, and you can empty stats into, like, whatever you want to empty him into. But there's no point doing it if you're not going to be using the player that way. So I would definitely boost up his defense. Now, that's probably a bit too high. That's probably a bit too high. I'm not going to be dribbling with Roberto Carlos. All I need with Roberto Carlos is basically going to be able to bombard down the left flank. And 83 dribbling is enough for that, man. No, I wouldn't use him with this formation, man. That's what I'm trying to say to you, is that I don't need dribbling with this formation. If I was playing Carlos as part of a 3-5-2, I would train him differently. So I'm potentially, like, I'm probably not going to go to a 3. Like, if I was using Carlos here as part of this team, let me just show you now. If I was using Carlos here, right, I would train him completely different. Because I'd be playing him as a left midfielder. So if I was training him as part of this squad, but I don't think I'm going to play eFootball. I'd only be playing eFootball 24 currently at the moment. Either a 4 at the back or a 5 at the back. But if I was playing him as a 5 at the back, which would be very simply this, and I change Foden with somebody, okay? Or as a 3-5-2, which I don't see myself doing for the foreseeable, I would change him different. I would train him differently. So I would train him like this. because I'm going to be using him as my main crosser. That's probably how I would train him there. I don't need shooting with him, really. That's how I'd probably train him there. Because I don't need defense on him in that role as a left midfielder. So without the boost, he's getting that. With the boost, he's going to go to this. There. No weekend league at the moment. There's no weekend league at the moment. They do have weekend league sometimes. They probably bring it back soon. Oliver Kahn, Spangley. Yeah, we can do that, man. Yo, Kunal and the boys, keep the combo just about these training players for a sec, okay? Because I just want to see if anyone's asking for players. I love that you're chatting and all that and keeping the chat going. But if anybody has players, I just want to make sure that we get the builds in before we do some co-op. So yeah, that is a build that I would do as a 3-5-2. To be honest. Emery's, what manager are you using? No, you're all good, lads. Don't apologize, Joshy. Don't apologize, man. I appreciate the chat. When I'm looking back, I'm getting the messages in about 30 seconds later. So I just want to make sure that I don't miss anybody. Don't apologize, bro. Emery's, what manager are you using? What playstyle are you using? Right, so I'll show you a quick one. If you're using a manager here, this is probably the manager that you have. Granero, isn't it? So he's 50 on everything. So when you get a better manager, such as Pep, right? Or else you get a cheaper manager, even if you were to get somebody like Tuchel here, it depends on whatever formation that you're using, man. So if you pick Pep, right? And you change to Pep, you also have to change the team play style here. You have to change to possession game. Because if you play with long ball, you'll see my players' ratings will go massively down. But if I use any of these managers here, like Cristobal Bueno, any of these managers, Gasparini, quick counter, you see the team strength over in the far corner here under my face, where my face cam is. You see the collective strength is 2116. You have to first pick the manager, right? So say you want to play possession game or out wide, whatever you want to play. You pick the manager, and then you switch in this to team play style to whichever one you want. And it'll show you the ones that he's compatible with. When you have a compatible manager with a compatible team play style, that's when you get the ratings at their max. Okay? Alright. Oliver Kahn, is that who you asked me for, bro? Spangley. We do have Oliver Kahn, yeah. Club Pack, Davies, Messi. Pez Styles, welcome in, bro. Welcome in, man. Hope you're good. Now, this is slightly controversial with Oliver Kahn, right? Because I have a thing in my head that any player that's over 190 cm, you don't need to worry about anything for a goalkeeper, but like his reach, right? His reach. So, for example, if I was training him up here, all I'm going to focus on for his goalkeeper stats are his reflexes, because he's pretty tall. But some people will argue that that's probably not the best build for him because of the 90 reflexes. Like, this card is kind of hard to train. So I probably wouldn't go with that. I'd probably keep him as base as possible to get everything up high enough. So once you go to 88 with that reflexes, and you go to 88 with that, you can go one more into that, and then if you go into aerial strength, you can get 2 into jumping for that. So that's probably the build I'd go with, man. Because he's not over 190 cm. If I was training a goalkeeper that's taller than 190 cm, such as Donna, Where is Donna? Or any goalkeeper there. That's like a big giant. Oh, Donna's here. I would probably train him a little bit different, man. I've already trained him, but that's kind of where I'd go with it because his jump doesn't need to be boosted up. And his reach doesn't need to be as good because he's tall. He's 196. Whereas if you've got a smaller goalkeeper, we already covered this earlier. If you've got a smaller goalkeeper, like smaller height-wise, it does help to have their reach a little bit higher, I found. But again, that's just personally me. So like Casillas is probably the best example of that because he's a small base player. So, you know, it depends on how you want to actually train him up. We can actually go one more level with Casillas. Look, 100 XP. There we go. So if I was training Casillas instead, because Casillas is smaller, Casillas is 185 centimeters, right? Still tall, but obviously for a goalkeeper, when you compare 196 of Donna to one there, right? I'm going to just focus on a lot more of his jumping and stuff like that. So like I would go with the reflexes. You're going to get boost on all of them anyway. Reach, I'll probably try and get that to 88. And then I'll probably try and get the awareness to 88 because you're going to be getting the boost. Now, once you get to here, this is where I'd actually change the build a little bit and probably put up the jump a little bit better. So, for example, when you want to boost the jump, you can get that to 88 there very, very easily. You'll get the boost to that. And then now you're going to have 90 reflexes, 90 awareness. Now you can actually train up the parrying and the reach. So it just depends on how you want to actually train him up, man. There's loads of ways that you can train up players. Multiple ways. See, like all of them are going to be like, this is a beastly card, man. Any of those cards, Schmeichel, any of those. So like if we transfer out Donna now, right, with Casillas, right, Casillas goes to a 99 in this formation here. And look at his stats. 90 awareness, 90 jump, 95 reflexes, 91 reach, 89 parrying, and 86 catching. Because like, if you get a one-on-one, if you get somebody that faces you one-on-one, right, and they're literally like a 5 out of 10 good at the game, they'll score it, man. Because the game encourages in scoring. Now, if you use manual goalkeeping, you can make that maybe a 7 out of 10 chance from. Alphonso Davies. I think we have Davies. Let me just double check. Oh, Canada. No, this is the only version of Davies that we have. Is this the one you're talking about, man? Is that the one you're talking about? Ambassador Neymar. Yeah, we have Neymar as well. We've loads of Neymar actually. We've this legend Neymar. This was the best Neymar ever, man. In my opinion, this was the best Neymar. Simply because of his pace, his dribbling, his everything. Because of his acceleration. Most of Neymar's cards since then have had poor speed. This guy has 76 speed, 73 stamina. This guy has 77 stamina. But I could potentially train him in a different way. I'll first have to give him a contract. Well, all versions of the cards really are kind of similar, to be honest with you, Nas. So if I was using Neymar, lads, there's two options I would use with him. I'd either use him as an AMF or an outright winger. So he has to play left wing. So they're the two options I would play with him. So for Davies, just to cover him, they're all the same kind of versions anyway. I think this Davies is pretty decent, to be honest. He's not even fully maxed, lads. He's not even fully maxed. But again, it depends. Exactly what I said about Roberto Carlos, Nas, there, if you were watching. It depends on where you're playing him. If you're playing him defensively, I would definitely try and get his aggression up to at least 80. I know you have to pop in a lot of points, but if you're playing him defensively, you'll thank me if you play this build. Aerial strength is not so important. He's got fairly good speed and stamina straight off the rip. And he's also got really good acceleration and balance off the rip. And then the dribbling is pretty high as well. Dribbling is very decent for this card, and passing. So that's a very good version of him there, and he's not even fully done. That's if you just want a kind of a defensive option. Timothy, we're good, bro. Hope you're good as well. For Neymar, Neymar's kind of a slightly tricky one, lads, especially this ambassador one, because then you got 7 levels, right? So you are kind of tied a little bit in how you're going to do it. I mean, my advice to you lads is, right? Yeah, they will, Shabam Salvit. They will, bro. They will. I mean, the gameplay is different on mobile, obviously. But the biggest problem with this Neymar card and every Neymar card, lads, is the fact that he's got lack of speed. So if you're using him as a winger, he's not fast enough. But if I was making him as an attacking midfielder, this is the build I'd probably go with. Low pass 88. Dribbling is perfect. You don't need to train any of that. You don't need to train any of that there whatsoever. Dexterity, 88. With the balance, I'd get the balance up as best as I could to 88, 89. And then we can go from there. Dribbling is fine at that. Shooting, finishing, set piece, everything. Curl. You could even pop one more into curl if you do a lot of long range shots. Dribbling is fine. And then I'd probably pop 4 into stamina there. I'd even put probably, that would probably be the ultimate build for him, I would say. That one there. Or else the acceleration there. That's if I'm playing him as an AMF now. If I'm playing him as an AMF there. So if I was playing him as an AMF here, and I'm using Pep, and we're using possession, that's his stats. Auto allocate works, but I'll show you one real reason why auto allocate is not to be dependent on, right? If you look at my Tomiyasu here, look at his stats. Look at Tomiyasu's stats here, right? And he's not even, this isn't even the best version of him. I'll show you, right? So, this Tomiyasu here is 4 into passing, 4 into dribbling. He's down as a right back. Okay? Now, we're going to reset him here. And I'm going to show you here what happens. Lucas, we're near, yeah, we'll be ready, man. We'll be ready in about 10 minutes. I'm just going to finish off this here. If that's good. Spangley, if you're around as well, man, let me know. And John or OC or any of the members in there. So when you build up, right? When you auto allocate, right? I don't have Davavia. When you auto allocate, this is going to be the auto allocated player that I did. So passing is 4, dribbling is 4, dexterity is 8, 14 is lower body, 4 aerial strength, and 8 defending, right? So the reason why it auto allocates this way is because he's down as a right back. I feel like a school teacher. He's down as a right back there. So that's going to give him the best card at a 95 overall. Let me hide this here a sec. So that's going to give him the best card as a 95, right? Now look at his stats as a centre back if I'm playing centre back. Right? So I've got 91 speed and 83 acceleration. Yeah, I mean, that's great. But like as a centre back, can I make a better version of that? That's not auto allocate. So I'm going to show you, yes, that I can, right? So yes, he's got 14 into lower body. We're going to show you a way better build. Right? So we're going to completely ignore, this is the auto allocate, right? We're going to completely take away passing. We don't need passing. We don't need dribbling, right? For our centre back. Dexterity is enough at 80. We're going to get the boost. To be honest with you, it's probably enough at 78 with 70 balance. But we'll just show you here. Lower body, we definitely don't need this higher than 85, I would say. 88, 85. So we'll go 83 to get with the boost. Aerial strength, I'm going to be using him as my centre back. So I preferably would like this at like 78 for heading or else 88 for jumping, depending on your... Now, you could still do the goalkeeper one if you want to get that up with just 2 points. We'll show you that at the end, okay? But the rest, I'm just going to plop into defending here. Now, bear in mind, I want to keep his stat, the tackling there. I want to keep the stat as high as possible. Now, if you notice his overall card with this build, okay, is going to be 93 overall, not 95. But look at his actual stats here. Look at his stats as a CB. you tell me his individual stats aren't better than the auto-allocate one. So again, remember that build? And there's the auto-allocated one. Which you think is better? There you go. That's why you always know people that, like, that's the thing, man. If you auto-allocate players, you have to be very aware as to, like, what it's auto-allocating. Does that make sense? Because it puts stats into stuff that you don't need. There are certain centre-backs that it will put goalkeeper stats in just to use them up. All right, who else is there? Yeah, Reinildo is similar, yeah. But there's a load of players like that. In my sync, I surely get my Epic Romario into my team as a Van Basten, Rashi, and Mbappe. Well, Nas, I think Romario is the best player in the game, to be honest with you. I think he's the best player in the game. In my opinion. We've already done Vinicius, lads. We've already done Vinicius. There's a couple of players. Like, you're always going to be tied. Like, I see a lot of time the most mistakes that people make is that, like, for instance, with Romario, right? Romario as a centre forward, right? Is going to be a player that you have to kind of pick exactly where you want him to play, if that makes sense. So, for example, he goes to a 98 overall here. Now, I can train Romario a little bit better here. I can train him slightly better, right? So, if I reset this and I auto-allocate him, where is it putting the points? It's putting him into lower body. It's putting him into dexterity. It's putting him into shooting. So, he's an easy card because he doesn't have that many levels to go. He's an easy card. But can we go one more? Can we go better? Yeah, we can. Because we can take one out of the shooting there. We're still going to have 90 finishing. Okay? We're going to have one here as well. That we can add in to... what I would ideally like is to take one out of this as well. Because he'll get the boost. So I'll show you, right? So when we actually train him now... Even though his finishing, attacking awareness, acceleration, and... balance are at 88. With the boost, they're all going to go to 90. They're all the boost for 90, lads. What do you mean, Effie? I don't understand, bro. I don't understand. Peter, welcome in, bro. Yeah, I can, man. I can. I can do Rashi. So when we still have a couple of points here in him, because I'm at the 88 mark with the two of them, or all those stats, then I could decide whether I want to, like, say, I can pop one more into lower body to bring that up. So now that card becomes 90 on everything there. No, I've already explained, lads, with the auto-allocate, right? Listen, I've already explained it. It's very, very simple. The auto-allocate only does the player... Lewis, I'll do free Argentina Messi. Yeah, I will. No problem. Auto-allocate puts the card up to the max level that card goes to. Look, when you auto-allocate this card, it'll put passing and dribbling, and it'll also put lower body, because that's what raises his card as a right back. But this isn't the best version of Tomiyasu. Not by a mile, man. The best version of Tomiyasu, in my opinion, is this. I just showed you here. That's probably the best version of Tomiyasu. We don't need to dribble. He's a CB. He's a CB. Vivek Keredi, I see your message, man. You don't need to repeat it. I'll get to it. Yes, the answer is yes. So that's probably where I would kind of cut off the limit there with that. Now, still basing that there, you're going to have jump. You're going to have the tackling and the aggression. You're going to have the lower body. You can even pop one more into acceleration if you want to, and one more into that. Now, that card is not the best version of that you can get. He's only a 92 overall card. But look at his individual stats. 99 tackling, 95 aggression, 98 defensive engagement, 90 jumping. And on top of that, he's got blocker, man marking, interception, heading, and superiority, aerial superiority. Acrobatic clearance is the only one he's missing. So there you go. Vivek, you asked with a question with 2 question marks. So usually when you ask with 2 question marks, bro, it's a question, you know? Phase rewards are based on the highest division reached or the current division. Is that not a question, no? Am I reading it wrong? Oh, you're saying I didn't answer it. It's based on where you are when you end your current division, yeah. So that's the best version of Tomiyasu as a CB. 82 speed, 84 acceleration, 87 physical contact, 90 jump, 82 header. I really like that card. If you auto-allocate this card, this is the version that you're going to get of him. Yeah, he's a 95 overall, but is he a better CB? The short answer is no. Is he a better right back? No. In my opinion, no. You shouldn't be playing him as a right back. It's like playing Messi as a winger. So Messi, the best version of Messi, BT, I mean, there's no point having different versions of cards. You can only play one card at a time. And I knew they were going to be bringing out a Beast Messi, and I also knew that there was going to be no rival that rivaled this card. Like, this card is absolutely incredible. That card there. It's incredible. It's a brilliant card. And this one is equal to it. I don't think so, Nas. No, I don't think so. Acceleration is more important in my opinion. Ronnie, we already did Kvara earlier, man. If you want to go back into stream and have a look. This Messi, in my opinion, the way he controls is the best that they've ever released. And the same with the Neymar. The same with that Neymar. Like, that Neymar card is frightening, lads. Absolutely frightening. I played 423 matches with that Neymar. Because I had him from day one. And I'd say I played more with this Messi. Oh no, I didn't. 304. It's an incredible card, man. Well, who thinks that this one is? Who thinks that this one is? Lucas is saying this Ambassador one, and Prince is saying Argentina 2014. I don't know, man. I don't know, you know. And there for a while as well, stats didn't really tell the story, but this was the best Messi. This was an unbelievable Messi as well. Because look, right, with the way the game plays at the moment and the way that the boosts work, here, this Messi is insane because you still get 88 finishing, right? 88 low pass. You get all of them boosted to the 90. You get 88 acceleration, and the only thing missing is speed. But speed isn't a huge issue when you're playing as an AMF. It's not a massive issue. So you do have to take down a little bit on the acceleration here, because his balance is too high as it is. His balance is only going to get the boost there anyway. So you've got 9 points that you can pop. You can pop 6 into that to bring his speed up if you want to. And you can go with that if you want. Or else you could take that down and pop 1 more into that. Because people will say like, oh, he's useless. Look at his speed, right? And when people say stuff like that, it just shows me that they don't know what they're talking about. Because speed is irrelevant in the game when you're playing as an attacking midfielder. It's all about acceleration. So when I pop this Messi in, this is his stats here. Right? So you've got 88 ball control, 88 tight possession, 88 low pass, 97 balance, 85 acceleration. When I pop him into my starting team, this is what he goes to with the manager boost. There. 90 ball control, 90 tight possession, low pass, finishing, set piece, and curl, and 99 balance, 87 acceleration. So when you compare this Messi here to this big boy one, which was my favorite, there's very little difference apart from the attacking awareness is huge, yeah. But for this one, again, it's a similar card. You're just paying a couple of them, man. You're playing a couple of them. But that Inter Miami Messi, lads, was absolutely busted. And I mean, he was unbelievable when they first released him. He was incredible, man. I can imagine, Tara. But listen, man, people, like, I see it the whole time where people will be like on my YouTube videos and they're like, oh, this card is unusable. He's only got 74 stamina. And it's like, yeah, but he's my super sub. I'm bringing him on at 70 minutes to go. Like, look at Collar, lads. Look at Collar, right? This is just a perfect example. This is just a perfect example, right? Look at Collar, okay? This is Collar here. So when I'm looking at Collar here, right? And he's got player progression here. 84 finishing. I don't need that much 90 heading, right? So I will train him again now a little bit because of the boost, right? But when I'm training Collar here, if I do it, aerial strength, heading is 98, needs to be 97, bro. There you go. Speed 70, that's more than enough. And then the dexterity. I wouldn't even really touch his finishing too much. And I wouldn't even touch that speed. It's going to be all about like his finishing and his shooting and whatever I can get going with him. So when you actually put him into the team now, I'm going to have 99 heading, 97 physical contact, 71 speed and acceleration, but it hasn't stopped me scoring with him. Like this isn't even my main Collar profile, and I've got 16 assists and 54 goals. And his stats are so limited. Now I've given him a couple of additional skills, super sub. So I don't need stamina and I don't need speed or acceleration. Lucas, I was waiting for you, bro. Don't forget, I was waiting for you for about 20 minutes. We had to play some games. Paul, that's what this... I'm literally after showing you the manager boost, man. Look, this is the manager boost. It's tied to play style. If you go to long ball, there's where the stats are. So Collar will be actively... His stats will actively change. They've made changes to the managers now. Whereas if you go to the possession, his stats go up. You see? Do some frog catching. Lucas and Ron are going at it, man. It's like Lucas and Evan Ferguson. It's the rivalry. Best wingers. I have a video coming on the best wingers, but literally any winger that has good good dribbling and balance and acceleration. They're the boys that you want. Cavaradonna. Like, this Neymar was quite good as well, lads. This one, the free one. Beastly card. We've already done Declan Rice, Prince. We've already done Declan Rice. All right, we're going to bring Collar in, lads. All right, we're going to do one co-op. We're going to do a co-op, and then we'll do any more questions you have. We can get cracking with it on the way back in a sec. Lucas, I'll send you the message. I'll send you the pass. Yeah, David, if you are a member, bro, you can sign in and we will send you the password on Discord. Just let me know. Yeah, we'll have to retrain a lot of players, lads. I'm not too sure. Spangley said he was here as well. David, let me know your Discord and I'll be able to send you the password for the co-op, man. That's the match room there. Yeah, sorry, Peter. We meant to do Rashford. Sorry, bro. So this Rashford, man, I've played a lot with Rashford. He's a beast of a card. 102 games, 46 goals, so nearly scoring 50% of the matches. If I'm training him up, man, if I'm training him up here, Peter, I'm probably going to try, with the way the gameplay is at the moment, I'm probably going to take down his acceleration a little bit because I don't need this card. I think I just was training this card to test out things. I'll probably go shooting is probably enough at that. Unless you need, you need to make sure your chances go. Dribbling is fine at that. The problem with Rashford, I find, and I found it with him at the start when I was using him, was that, like, he doesn't excel in anything. Like, he's not an outright dribbler like Mbappe, run and gun. He's not an outright finisher. Now, you can get his finishing up to 88, but then you are taking away from his dexterity a little bit. But I think that's a very good build of him there. That one there. Likely lad Discord. Let me see. All right, Spangly. That's no problem, Spangly. There you go, likely lad. So that's kind of how I would train him there, Peter. Because when you put him into your starting team, you're going to have 90 dribbling, 90 finishing, 97 acceleration, 85 balance, 85 ball control, 88 set piece, 89 curl, 87 speed. It's a beast card, like, in fairness. Plus, I've given him one touch pass, low lofted pass, chip shot control, outside curler, and captaincy. Double touch he has. One touch pass is key on that card. One touch pass is key on any card that you don't have. Watch Lucas, he's as horny, boy. He's as horny for today, I know he is. I'll just wait for likely lad. Any other members, lads, that have signed up as a member, you can play as well. Just let me know and I'll send you that. Yeah, I personally, Peter, to be honest with you, man, I personally don't think, like, if you're dribbling with him, right? Like, 90 dribbling is pretty decent, but you can't have it all with Rashford. Like, I'd still prefer Romario because he's more direct. Like, Romario has 90 attacking awareness, 90 finishing, 90 speed, 90 acceleration, 90 kicking power, 90 balance. Like, he's the perfect striker for me. So I do like Rashford, but it's just kind of a required taste, I think. We get Siran in as well. Gundo. Gundo's down as a DMF on this card, you know. It's mad that Vinicius can't play right wing, lads. Co-op tournament has been on the back burner, lads. I just had like very little time. Yeah, Peter, I think that's probably the best version of him, pound for pound. You're not going to get it all with him. Four, 1, 2, 3 is pretty okay. Yeah, it's pretty okay. But I like having a destroyer and an anchorman, or a box-to-box and an anchorman. So I do. Yeah, Jason, you can join, bro. Let me know your Discord. David, it's in friend match, yeah. Kamani, I literally just answered your question, bro. I literally just answered your question. I don't know, Yash. Hopefully. If I play box-to-box DMF, how can I play two creative midfielders? I personally wouldn't play a box-to-box DMF. I mean, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. I mean, you can eat ice cream for breakfast as well, but I mean, I wouldn't advise it. So, Kamani, I answered your question, bro. So I don't know what you're talking about, man. Jason, let me know your Discord and you can, I'll send you the pass. Exactly, Lucas. I mean, you can try out things, man, and see how it goes for you. But I do feel like a lot of the time there is certain things that work in the game and certain things that don't. I don't see you here, Jason, so... Hold on, Jason. This could be you. Yeah, I added you, Jason. I just sent it there. Lucas, you better be beasting today now. I can feel the energy coming from you. Danilo as a CB, yeah. Prince, I've already said, man, I would use an anchorman personally. The phase has been reset tomorrow, yeah. All right, lads, I can't wait forever. So I don't know what's the hold up. Jason, I've sent you the pass. Likely lad, I've sent you the pass as well, bro. So I'm gonna have to open it up because I'll only be playing for another match or two. I sent it to you, Jason. I sent it on Discord. I literally sent you a message on Discord as a message. And the same with Likely lad. Collar is the best goalkeeper in the game. Donnarumma is the best goalkeeper. Apart from Anchorman, well, I mean, you asked me my preference. My preference would be Anchorman. If you're not using an Anchorman, use a Destroyer. I've been using Makalele as a Destroyer. And I would use a double Destroyer there. I wouldn't use a box-to-box as a DMF because he'll make runs for you whether you put him on deep line or not. Jason, I literally sent you the pass, man. You guys are on mad ones tonight. That's the room number. All right, Jason's in. All right, I'm going to open it up. We're going to go random form as well for the bands because I want King Collar on. Nice, Jason. Nice, bro. Ba ba ba. Uncle Big Time and Miss Kick. All right, let's get it. You better be ready now, lads, and don't keep me waiting. You better be ready. Press X, boys. No, I don't want waiting around, man. All right. Oh, Lucas, me and you with Miss Kick. Baz, go home. I am home, bro. I am home. Lucas is chatting mad today. Oh, you mean go... Lucas, I thought you meant like go home, as in... Oh, man. I thought you meant like as in go home, like let's stop annoying you. Not, I thought you meant go home as in like, oh, go home, man, go home, you're drunk. Not as in go home team. The Cube wants to branch out, man. The Cube wants to branch out. It's Lucas versus the Cube. This is the rivalry we want. I'm just a bystander. You dirtbag. Lucas, set this team up now, Jose Mourinho. Come on. This is chill, lads. This is chill time. Oh, what's Andy sending me on? Prime Studio. Andy, don't be making me spend money, bro. Which King of Angmar? Oof. Holy moly. That's dear though, man. Regular version is $1,000. Oof. No wannabe Mourinho's. Co-op is pretty decent, man. Yeah, getting from division... I would say the hardest divisions are Division 5 to 4 and 2 to 1. For some reason. Because the matchmaking in Division 5 can go crazy, man. All right, let's crack on. Yeah, Daddy's ready. Oh, Luke is saucy. All right, don't force it now, guys. Don't force it. I'm going to just stay back defensively today. Nice. Oh, no. And there, though. The lag, but we'll take that. What a save. Brilliant save. This is on PS5, boys. We just need to get a chance, man. I'll tell you, we're like a wall. We're like Helm's Deep at the back. He's off, ref. Get up. No, it's not crossplay, lads. Which DeMarco? I actually play on PC as well. I just don't. I don't stream on PC, lads. But after defending from the bar. Filthy Ron. Ron, I'm going. You're getting timed out now from the chat, Ron, because of that. That was a filthy challenge. Sickening challenge. A cube challenge. Great pass. We make it work as usual. Oh, I sent him down. Downtown. Oh, Jason gets rinsed like last night's dishes. Beautiful defending. When's that new Fallout show out, David? Yeah, massive Fallout. Man, Fallout 3 was goated, man. Oof. Well, I'll hit that, lads. Who's that, lads? Is that Martinelli? Oh, Jesus, Mourinho's back in. Lewis, Sané is good. Any card of Sané is good. I do actually play on Steam, though. I just don't stream on Steam. Stunning shot with Ciron. There's only one result, one solution. Side. I will stream on Steam, lads. I need to get my time management better. That's my biggest problem. Oh, defended. Nice. We're off, Lucas. What a ball. What a ball in, lads, that is. What a ball in. 2-0. I'll tell you, lads. What a pass. Brilliant header as well. 2-0 to the boys. It's what we do, boys. When I'm locked in, I'm locked in. When I'm locked in, I'm a trained killer. An assassin. The passing, the defending, everything is on point. Look at that. You shall not pass. Just call me Gandalf when I'm defending like this, boys. Gandalf the white now, not even the grey. Go on, Lucas, kill him. Yes, Lucas. Oh, that's saucy little pass. Oh, man, it wouldn't sit for me. A bold child. Oof. Lovely, Lucas. Brilliant defending. Oh, no, Lucas. No, no, no. Lovely. Oh. Lucas is playing with himself, lads. Lovely. We're gone, Daddy. Great ball, Lucas. I'm in there with the king. What? Oh, no. That'll take it to half-time, lads. DeMarco's only okay, man. He's only okay.
Just a quick announcement. It is now time for our special lottery. Please grab the tickets you were given when you were walking through the gates.
We're beasting, Lucas. No, we're not. I'm not rusty anyway. I'm not rusty. Feeling spicy today, lads. Brilliant, Lucas. Knock on. I'll win that. We win those. Yeah. Yeah. Back post job. Oh, and up again, boys. Back out to me if you want. Oh, unlucky. What a block.
The attendance for this match was 60,179.
Super defending, boys. That's a yellow, yeah. Oh, that was a definite yellow all day. Yeah, I'll cover left. Ooh. Great play, lads. Ah, brilliant defending. No, we'll be doing one or two more trainings after this, lads, and then we'll be going because I need to go back to work, unfortunately. But I will be streaming tomorrow, a fairly big stream tomorrow, because there's going to be a lot of changing tomorrow. Oh, Cristiano. What a pass. Oh, it switched me off. It's all right. I trust my abilities. Ooh. It was covered. I looked into the whites of your eyes there, Ron. You didn't want to know about it with Sheba. The phase is getting reset tomorrow, yeah. What a pass. Look at that. Oh, unlucky. You boys, we're hassling like mad. No. Oh, Wacky. You need to shoot that, bro. You need to whack that, Wacky. Oh, give me back. Oh. As the passing on display today is Pirlo-esque. Oh, lag. Oh, what a bad touch. I'm home, I'm home, I'm home, I'm home. I'm home. Yeah, easy. Out wide. Lovely, Lucas. Oh, brilliant. Oh, oh, it's magical. Oh, it's a bad pass, though. Ah, oh, brilliant, Lucas. Oh, no, 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 no. What a save, Barry. What a save. What you're on. No, Lucas was off. Tara, I started watching Only Murders in the Building as well, per your recommendation. Very nice. Very impressed. Didn't think I'd like it. Didn't think I'd like it. I know Selena's in it now, alright. I love Selena. Ever since her days of... What used she be in?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
What was that program she was in? Can't remember now what I saw her in. But yeah, it's really, really good, man. It's just different. I didn't think I'd like it being so like campy. But I actually did really like it. And your man is gassing it. Your man, short. GG's, lads. Just another Wednesday for us. Just another Wednesday for us, boys. That's just easy, man.
Please watch the screen for an
Yeah, it was laggy, lads, but it's just a known thing now with the lag, man. GG's, boys. GG's. Lucas, I can't, man. I'm already late, lads. I apologize. I am late. I spent too long training cards. I will be back tomorrow, though, and we will do a co-op tomorrow. I wasn't planning on doing co-op tomorrow, but we will do co-op tomorrow. Because I planned on having this a longer one, man, but I got delayed in the dentist. So yeah, my last thing I'd say to you is, before we go, I would say that before the reset tomorrow, any player that you plan on keeping, right? Any player that you plan on keeping, I would say reset their levels for free. Here. Reset everybody. And then when tomorrow hits, retrain everybody, depending on after you play a couple of games or not. That would be my opinion. Because you don't want to have to pay to reset your players. Trust me. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. Alright, lads. I will talk to you later. Thank you guys again for joining. Apologies I couldn't play more co-op. But yeah, we will be back tomorrow. We will be back grinding. As you guys know, this phase is going tomorrow. So for me in the eFootball League, this is my main account. I haven't played a match I'm in Division 1 in this one, but I'm going to be getting back out again. I haven't played any matches in my main account. I will be playing with my Road to Glory and seeing what they bring tomorrow. So, yeah, we will be back again tomorrow and we'll stream again because we've got everything here that we need to claim as well. We've got loads of stuff. I need to do the survey as well. I'll do a video on that because I've ran out of time. But yeah, appreciate you guys again. We will be back quite soon. Let me see what they're asking in this survey, man. Oh no. Let me just get a flavor. How long did this survey take you, lads? How long did the survey take you, lads? I'll have to finish this later on. It took you 1 minute. Which is your occupation? University student, company employee, secondary school student, self-employed, part-time worker, other type of student, civil servant. Where and when do you most often play games? During parties, between classes. Oh, it's mobile, I suppose, as well. Stadiums. My personal space. Okay, I'll do this. I'll do that survey again, lads. I'll do that survey again because I actually really need to go. I'm late. All right. We'll be back tomorrow, lads. Any questions you have that I didn't answer today, you'll probably find in the stream. I have a video coming up later as well at like 6 p.m. We already have a load of stuff planned for tomorrow. So I will see you guys there tomorrow in the chat. We'll have some banter. We'll have some crack. Thank you guys for all the support. If you haven't liked the stream and you liked what you saw and it helped you out a bit, make sure and give it a like. If you didn't like it, fair enough. We'll try better next time. But yeah, I hope you guys will join me tomorrow for Thursday's stream. Thursday stream is usually our biggest stream. So until then, I will talk to you later. Peace.